Hey everyone, Mike here. It's bad news time. The price of Starlink is increasing for end users. That's right, emails went out around the world to current customers and to people waiting on pre-orders to update on the new pricing. This is affecting the hardware pricing as well as monthly service charge increases in most, but not all regions. And the culprit? Inflation. In the email, SpaceX states that the sole purpose of these adjustments is to keep pace with rising inflation. I've got the actual numbers here. As I go through them, leave me a comment on what these changes mean for you. Does it kind of push you or push it out of your price range? Or is Starlink really your only option and you'll pay whatever it costs? And don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. Okay, for the US, we're looking at, instead of $499 for the hardware, it's now $599 for the hardware. They've included a little bit of savings, I guess a slightly nice gesture to pre-order customers. Instead of paying the new price of $599, they're still paying more, but only $549. So instead of increasing by $100, if you already have a pre-order, it's only increasing by $50. Service charges for the monthly fee is increasing for everybody, even existing customers, from $99 per month to $110 per month. So that's increasing for everybody, even if you've been in the beta from the start. This kind of increase is fairly similar across regions. For Canada, it's moving from $649 for the hardware to $759, $699 if you've already pre-ordered, and monthly charges going from $129 to $140 a month. Australia is going from $709 for the hardware to $924, with $844 if you've already pre-ordered. And interestingly, in Australia, there's no monthly increase. That's staying as it was. In the UK, I don't have the official numbers from like somebody's screenshot from email, but from the actual order page, their hardware is going from £439 to £529. And from what I could find, the UK monthly price is not increasing. So it seems like maybe in Australia, in the UK, the monthly price was already a little bit higher than everywhere else with exchange rates and everything. So they're actually just leaving the monthly charge as it is. I also don't have official numbers for Europe, but for Greece, it's going from 500 euros for the hardware to 650 euros. And I don't have any data on the monthly charges, so I'm not sure yet what's happening there, but I'll leave a note in the description or the comments once we find out more. As an extra bit of bad news, accessories pricing is also going up. As an example, in the US, the Ethernet adapter for the rectangular dish now goes for $25. I also checked the pricing of Starlink Premium, which has now been renamed to Starlink Business, which I think is a better reflection of what SpaceX is actually intending it for. Its pricing is staying the same, with $2,500 for the hardware and $500 a month. It was already pretty high, no need to increase that. The reactions from users has been a bit mixed. Nobody's really happy about it, but a lot of the feedback I've seen is that people understand. SpaceX has a ton of expenses that are impacted by inflation. That increases the cost of everything they do. For another group, Starlink is really their only option, so a 10% increase doesn't really change that fact. They're still going to pay, they're still going to buy it. I think the group that's feeling the most sting from this news is the users who are still waiting to get their hardware. After waiting so long, over a year for many people, their price is now going up before they've even had a chance to try it. As I mentioned, there is a bit of a break for existing pre-orders, $50 instead of $100, but they're still paying more for the hardware when they finally get it, and paying more for the monthly charge. And I think the sentiment is that for a lot of users, this is kind of reminding them of all the other ISPs they've dealt with before, The email from SpaceX is clear that this increase is solely related to inflation, but it does have people wondering if this is going to become a regular occurrence for increasing prices. As much as it stings, SpaceX is still a business. They've certainly shown their altruism, sending thousands of Starlink terminals for free to Ukraine to help maintain open connectivity for the country, which is awesome. But they've also got a massive backlog of orders, with demand only increasing. They can raise their prices, and they'll still have a ton of demand. I personally don't mind a one-off price increase like this, because I know that ultimately it's supporting SpaceX on their mission to make humans a multiplanetary species, which is amazing. But I also don't want this to become a regular occurrence. As always, I'll continue to post updates as I hear them. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.